And what's going on, you guys? This is your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and I have my dear friend here of 15 years, DJ the singer, that is here with me today. And I've been telling you guys that I'm going to get more into the music and stuff, and I have been just a little bit.
Just a
Not as
little.
much as I probably need to, but just a little bit. I'm gradually getting into it. But we've been talking about, me and him actually have been talking about doing album reviews for quite some time now. And this particular artist, I felt like we need to go ahead and start doing it because our concert Tuesday and I'm going. So
Is it too late for me to get my tickets? I'm like,
you better go and see.
because I want to go. I
You
want to
need to
go. I
you need to
love
go and
Keish.
see. You need to go and see because I got my ticket the day of. Okay.
No, no. I wanted to wait. I wanted to see if I could get a discounted rate. So we'll see. We'll see. I didn't want to pay all that money and not, and not be guaranteed a good seat. So we'll just
Y'all
see.
better start doing that little thing where they split y'all payments up. Y'all better start doing that.
Listen, I owe them people money, and if you
Um,
owe those people, if you owe those people money, I'm telling you now, like these people are going to get their money. Okay, they are going to start attacking your credit. So it would be in your best interest to make sure that you pay them back as soon as you can. Cause yeah,
well, hopefully you get to go
fingers
because
crossed. I enjoyed Beyonce, so I definitely want to go see Keish.
yeah, you need to go see Keith. I'm gonna be singing my little heart out the whole
Listen,
time.
listen, that first album, no.
Okay.
That first album, no.
And
I
this is what we're
remember,
here for, actually. This is what we're here for, the first album.
yes.
So let's talk about it real quick before we get into the song by song thing. So
Hmm.
when I talked to DJ earlier today, we did talk about this like a month or two ago when the
Yes.
concert when the tour first had got announced. We was talking about doing like reviews on Keyshia Cole's albums, but I didn't know which one should we do. Should we go in order or should we just go sporadically? So today, when I just decided to ask DJ, you know what, I want to do some review today on a Keyshia Cole album. Which one should we start with? He chose The Way It Is, which is her very first one. So I'm gonna ask you before we even get into everything else, why you chose that one? Is it just because it's the first one?
So it's the first one, but I have a very strong connection with that album.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Keisha first dropped, and it was like, who is this girl? Like, I don't know if the people remember, but like Keisha came out around that time. It was Brooke Valentine, Tierra Marie, A. Marie was coming out with her sophomore album.
Mm-hmm.
Sierra was brand new.
Mm-hmm.
There was a girl, Megan Rochelle, who was signed to Def Jam. Like she was the new girl on the block, and all of those girls collectively were talented, but Keisha just stood out. It was the around the way girl, hood girl
Mm-hmm.
image, the red hair, the close imagery and sound to Mary J. Blige. And so it was like, who is this girl? And mind you, prior to Keisha, oh, also that same year, I forgot, Sharifa, she was signed to DTP. Sharifa came
Was
out
it that
around the
year?
same time.
Oh, okay, yeah. It was around that time. I
It
don't
was
know if it
around
was.
that time. So
Yeah.
she was one of the new girls. She was supposed to be in line to be the next Mary. But
Or
as we have
Carissa.
seen over time, we always see like in every round of girls, it's always a girl that sounds like Mary or that's trying to come for Mary, whether it's Monifa, Faith, Sharissa, Sharifa, K Michelle, the list goes on and on. But it's always that one girl that stands out. And in this batch of girls, it was Keisha.
It was.
And I remember I had this mixtape, and everybody was on that mixtape. Nivea was on that mixtape because around that same time, I think she had just dropped her sophomore album
She
too.
did.
And so like Nivea was on that mixtape. Some of everybody was on that mixtape. But I remember hearing like a couple of the advanced songs. I remember it was a totally different version of Love than the album version that was on that mixtape. It was I Just Want It to Be Over because by this point she was on her second single. I remember when I Changed My Mind hit, and then we got the remix with Shine. And then I think I also had Guess What and Situations. And I was like, who is this girl? I need this album like now. I need this album like now. And I just there aren't too many albums that I can sit through beginning to end
It's
and
not.
not skip a track.
It's
It,
not.
it doesn't happen often. And that debut just hit different. It was
It
like,
does.
for Keyshia, I don't know. I mean, we know what she has told us, but I'm sure she was kind of like, I'm in the fight of my life. Like, I'm going to either sink or swim. And the vocals reflected that. The lyrics reflected that. The performance reflected that. Keisha was hungry to be a success story. She almost fucked it up because she kept putting her hands on people. But she was, but this was like the make or break. And believe it or not, the people don't know. Like, this is so off topic, but we'll get there. The people don't know, the label almost dropped her after what was the second single? I Just
I
Wanted to
just
Be
want it to
Over.
be over.
Yeah, the label almost dropped her because they were just like, we're gonna give you one more shot. And if your next single don't pop, it's a wrap. Thank God she had the reality show to drop around the same time as I Should Have Cheated. And so it was like it was up. But yeah, they almost dropped her. So I have a to circle back, I have a very close connection with that album. That album is the soundtrack to my sophomore and junior year.
In high school. Same for me. Same for me. Because like it's so crazy that you brought it up because yesterday when I was out with Jamar and Tramiel, we were just talking about I don't know why we were talking about music anyway, but I guess because we was at this at Nouveau and it was playing out his music in there, and then we was just saying how these artists are now legacy artists now, the people that we
Yeah.
started with. And I was like, I said, y'all know what? I remember listening to Sway in the morning, and Keyshia was on there and she was promoting her tour. And I think one of the first things they said was, how does it feel to be a legacy artist? And I was just saying to myself, damn, she a fucking legacy artist. God damn. And I'm like, well, that is true. The way it is did come out 20 years ago this year, so that is very true. So like the people that we grew up with in our high school years and stuff, they are now being called like legacy artists now.
Yeah.
And I never thought I would hear those words for like a Keisha Cole.
She's one of
But
the
and there's
last
nothing wrong with being
ones.
a legacy artist. You get there.
She's one of the
Yeah,
last ones.
like
Like, because if you think about who came after her, you had, I want to say, the last real R&B girls. And I know some people gonna tear me up about this, but it's the truth. Like, when you think about the last batch of real R&B girls, it was K
mhm,
Michelle and Tamar. That was it.
it was.
That was
I
it.
I
Like,
give you that. Yeah,
that was it. Like, if I'm missing somebody, call them out. But these girls are not singing. These girls are
they're not.
mumbling. This new batch of girls, I'm not gonna call no names because y'all know who they are. But this new batch of girls,
Summer Walker says,
these new girls, it's
I
like they
say it.
scared to sing, and it breaks my heart. And maybe I don't know. I just grew up in. I come from church, so I just grew up in an era where it was like you open your mouth and you sing, and that's what made me fall in love with Keisha. This is like she opened her mouth. She opened her throat and decided she was gonna sing, whether it was on key or not. She made sure you felt her, and we felt it. So we felt it. So hey,
Listen, you didn't tell no lies. You didn't tell no lies. I will say that Keisha Cole is an artist that I was I was happy that they were given a chance
yes,
because it could have been she could have easily just been one of those artists that we heard once and never heard them again.
she easily
I
could have
remember
been
the
a
first
Tierra
time I
Marie,
heard of Keisha Cole. I didn't want to say that, but
or
you
she could
got
have
it.
been a Megan
So
Rochelle who didn't even get an album off the shelf. I'm just saying, if
I,
listen,
so
Nicole
so
Ray is
then
my girl, but Nicole got two albums that never came up off the shelf. Y'all go listen to them unreleased cuts on YouTube. I'm just saying, or you could have been A. Marie because they just put her third album on streaming platforms and it's been out 20 years. So, okay. Maya's Liberation
well, I'm
came
gonna
out
say
overseas.
this.
It's never coming out over here. But anyway, go ahead. It's never coming out
I'm gonna
over here.
say this. The first time I ever heard of Keisha Cole, it was before I changed my mind. My friend had like this mix CD, and she was telling me about I was like, what's all on this mix CD? And she was like, who all did she say? She said, oh, it's Snoop Dogg, Adina Howard, Keisha Cole. I'm like, who the hell is that? And then she played the song, and it was the song she did with Eve off the Luther Vandross sample, the Never song. That was the first time I heard of Keisha Cole, and I was jamming to the song or whatever. I'm like, oh, this one of them people who I probably ain't gonna never see their face, ain't gonna never hear from them again, blah blah blah. But then she came out with I Changed My Mind, and I saw that video, I was in love.
You know what? I lied. I just thought about it. That wasn't the first time I heard Keisha on that mixtape. Keisha had a mixtape before the album, and
Mm.
she freestyled over Nas's Ether. She freestyled over Nas's Ether, and it was a few other artists, Ghostface Killer, whatever. What's the song? Tupac's "I Get Around." She did a freestyle over that. I have to send it to you. But like, I was like, who is this girl? I was like, she freestyling. I was like, this is cool. But then, like I said, you heard "Never" on the soundtrack. I'm like, who is this girl? I was like, oh, she probably ain't, we ain't never gonna hear nothing else from her. You
Right.
know, and then I changed my mind. I was like, hold up a minute. Wait. Stop.
Yeah, and the
Hold
thing
the
that kills me,
phone.
but I'm gonna say more about that once we get into that. But we're gonna
Okay.
go ahead and get into the song by song thing. So we're gonna
Okay.
start off with the first song, which is "I Just Wanted to Be Over," which we know to be her second single, produced
Mm-hmm.
by Crucial Keys. The song that I almost got her ass dropped.
Mm-hmm.
So
Alicia Keys co-wrote it, and she
yeah.
also had some stuff with Maya on that album. I don't think it made the album, but yes.
Now, how did you feel when you first heard this song?
The sound was different. I loved the live instruments. The horns is what drew me in, but it didn't feel like a radio song. It wasn't a song that I could hear, the girls running around the school singing. It wasn't one of those.
Right.
It was just a bop. It was cool. I mean, it's not my favorite song on the album, but she definitely made sure that you felt her. That's all I
I
got.
agree with that.
It's not my favorite song of
I agree
hers,
with that.
I will say.
Um, it's not one of my favorite songs by her either, but I still like the song. Like if I feel like I'm in a Keisha Cole mood and I want to listen to the full album from front to back, I let it play. And I know all the words, but it's not one of those songs where when I want to hear Keisha Cole, it's not like one of them songs where I'd be like, oh, I gotta hear I Just Want It to Be Over. Like it's one of them type of records that, I like it, but it ain't my favorite song. And on top of that, in hindsight, when you think about it, the fact that that was her second single in this one song in particular that I feel like should have been her second single, and I'm gonna
We
tell you
gonna
what it
get
is when we
into
get
that.
to it. But
We
you
gonna get
probably
into
know
that.
which one I'm talking about. You probably know which one I'm talking about,
I got a
and I think
few.
everybody would agree.
I got a few because I'm like, girl, what made y'all pick that? Like, let me just tell you, these label A&Rs do not know half the time what they're talking about because they usually don't pick the best option. And if you
They
ask
don't.
me, I just want it to be over. Should have never been a single. Keisha recently came out and said that she wrote that song about her being in a relationship with a married man. And so I was like, girl, knock it out the park. Listen, inspiration can come from anywhere, but that never should have been. If you ask me, in my humble opinion, even Tupac couldn't save that song. That song should have
Mm-mm.
never been her second single. I'm sorry. I could hear him rapping on it, but it never should have been a single.
It shouldn't have been like it was a
Mm-mm.
it could have been a nice deep cut for her. Like it could have been on the album.
Yeah.
But as far as like a song or like a single, nah.
Mm-mm.
Not following up behind I Changed My Mind. Like,
Mm-mm.
nah.
Now I have an option, but that ain't it. That
Yes,
ain't it.
that's not it. Okay, so
Mm-mm.
track number 2, I Changed My Mind. Go.
Loved it. I can't decide if I like the original or the version with Shine better. Capital S, capital H, capital Y, capital N, capital E. Listen, that video, man, it that strut down that sidewalk. That's all I. Listen. Two things about that video. Three things actually. That strut down that sidewalk. the niggas, and Neffy at the end.
It's Neffy for me.
It's Neffy for me.
It's Neffy like they're like, I
It's Neffy for
changed
me.
my mind, and Neffy like,
Listen, she's such a nigga. She's such a nigga. I love it. And what boy did Keyshia grab at the end of the video?
that's
Like,
what
what was that?
I've been trying to figure that out for years. Who was that boy?
Who
And
was
then
that
did
boy?
you ever notice it was one part of the video where Keyshia catches the girl walking out the house and then she starts singing, I'm so over you. And then the three girls in the background like
Yes. Yes. Listen, that was an era where you had to have the video girls. They had to be a part of your storyline. Like, you remember Ashanti's Foolish video? Like, she
yes,
had Charlie Baltimore and Vita in the video, and it
yes.
was like, it was like, girl, we going to smoke after this. Like, what you
Next time you do a video, if it's a song like that, like a breakup song, I need to be in the
listen?
background like
I got you. I got you. You and Jamar. You, Carl, and Jamar. Like,
because you know I love that hood shit. You know I'm gonna be
listen.
ready for it.
When I tell you, love me some hood shit, and that was a hood video.
It was. I
Oh,
prefer that Keyshia over any Keyshia. I don't care what nobody say. Like I
don't
love I
care.
Changed My Mind. When I first heard this song, like first of all, I cannot believe that that's not one of her higher charting songs either. I still cannot believe it because where I'm from, they played that all day, every day on the radio.
They didn't
You would
play
have
that
thought
on the
that was
radio where
number
I'm from.
one, huh?
They didn't play that one on the radio where I'm from. Like, but they played. Oh, when I tell you, I'm okay if I never hear love again in my life. We gonna get to that. We gonna
Yes.
get to that, and another conversation we gonna have on another time. At another time, I feel like I don't know if we gonna go album for album, but if we do,
We are.
if we talk about that a different me album, I'ma just say this. I feel like Keyshia should have given us one more heartbreak album before she started trying to be sexy. But we gonna get into that. We gonna get into
We
it.
will. We will.
Yeah.
You just wait till we get to that album. But
Yes.
yeah. But where I'm from, they played I Changed My Mind all day, every day. It was even on the top 5 most requested countdowns. You could tell that was probably 2005 was probably the last time I listened to the radio, let's be clear. But back then I was heavy on the radio. And they would have they Fat 5 at 8. And I Changed My Mind will always be in the top 5.
That
And I'm
Kanye West production.
right. And as I got older and I found out that it wasn't like one of her higher charted records, I'm like, how? They played that shit all the time. How?
Listen.
It was always on BET. Like it just felt like it was everywhere. But
It felt like it was everywhere,
it
but
felt like it was
it was
everywhere.
everywhere in the Black community.
You could
But
say
it definitely should have been a higher charting record. Let me ask you this, and then we'll go to the next song. So she did "Woman to Woman" with Ashanti on the "Woman to Woman" album. If you could hear any woman on an "I Changed My Mind" remix, who would it be?
Oh, from back then?
From back then.
Oh, who could I have heard on there back then? Oh,
I'm gonna tell you who I could have heard.
This is so cliche.
Okay.
But Monica.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. Okay, I'm gonna tell you who I could have heard. Right, follow me. R&B. Brandy.
I knew you was gonna say Brandy.
I easily could have heard Brandy on that.
Brandy.
I could have heard Brandy on that. Like, who was popping at the time? Definitely Brandy. Definitely Brandy. Rapper Eve.
Period.
Eve.
I ain't gonna argue with that one. I ain't gonna argue. You know what we didn't do? Let's go back for just a second. We didn't grade the first record yet. We too busy
on a
into
scale
the
of
record.
1 to 5, 1 to 10.
1 to 5. Making it a little bit hard for you and me. For I just want it to be over from 1 to 5. What would you give it?
I'm going to give it a 3 because it was a single. and her vocals are not bad on the song. I just would have preferred for that song to stay a deep cut. That shouldn't have been a single.
Maybe I'm generous, but I give it a 4.
Okay. Okay.
What about I changed my mind? What you get at?
I give it a 4.
I give it a 5.
Okay.
The next song is Love. I Thought You Had My
I'm
Back.
gonna give it a 5 because that one should have been the second single. What were you thinking? What were y'all thinking? Love. I thought you had my back this time, baby. Baby. Nobody, nobody could tell me shit when I tell you when that thing came on. And then in the middle of it, love, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she felt that. I was
Yes, she did. I'm tired of crying over you, but I miss you so much. I don't know what to do. Seems that I gotta move on, live like without you. Every time someone comes around to talk about you, I get feelings inside again. I wanna be right there by your side again.
Listen, you already know I'm gonna get on a scale of 1 to 5. I think that's my favorite, one of my favorite songs from that album. I really
5.
do.
I give
I
it a
really
5
do.
too.
Like when I'm in a Keyshia Cole mood, that's like one of my top songs to go to.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that's one of the. I think. Listen, Love. I Thought You Had My Back is one of them ones. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
I give it a 5 as well. I
Yeah,
give it a 5. No
yeah.
doubt.
That should have been a single.
Okay, I agree, but I know you said that's your choice for the second. We ain't even got the mine yet.
We ain't even get.
You probably know what my choice is, but
Yes.
you'll know. Don't even say it yet, but we'll know. You'll know. Number 4, I should have cheated.
Okay, I should have cheated. What's funny about that song is, so first of all, I would love to hear Nivea's version of it.
Me too.
I'm still waiting to hear it. But then the second thing is, what's funny about that song is there was somebody I was dating at the time. No, somebody I was engaged to at that time. And the person I was engaged to, like anybody knew, any and everybody knew if I played that song, what
You
did
was
you do?
pissed,
What did you do?
right?
What did you do? Cause and why is he playing that song? Cause he done played it at least 8 times in a row on the album. Cause baby, every time I played that song, I was pissed. But loved it. Loved it. I would give it a
I give it a
I
5.
give it a I give it you said you give it a what?
A 5.
I give it a 5. I'm gonna tell you the one thing that I did not like
What?
to this day. And it just bothers me so. So in the video, when the sprinklers came on, and she had that dye running down her face. Like, I get it, right? It's all for the dramatics. You know, she's a good
Yes,
girl.
yes.
Pink Santana was a vibe, you know, the whole thing. But y'all couldn't have wrenched that girl's track before y'all put it in her head. That was bothering me. Oh my God. It was bothering me so. It was just dreadful. But it was a great video, great impact. Like I said, that song boosted the album to platinum success, and
It saved
love
her.
love clearly took it up. So hey, you can't say, if you ask it's one of her signature songs. You
It
ask
is.
anybody to name a Keisha Cole song, it's going to be that one or Love.
Yes. So I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Cause I remember when I Should Have Cheated came out, we was going to the 11th grade that summer. And it was during Hurricane Katrina for us. It was
Ooh, a
Hurricane Katrina.
time.
And we were out of school for 3 weeks. And I never forget it. We was all on. This was back before we all had cell phones and shit. We was still on the house phone, and we were all on the 5-way because we didn't have shit else to do, and we was watching BET every day. And that song was one of them songs I would wait for it to come out every time. And then they was like, Scotty, your song on, turn it to BET is on right now. And I'll go run to the TV. It's certain songs we needed to see, certain videos we wanted to see. It was that video, it was the Cater to You video. It was
Listen,
Sierra's and I video, and it was Bow Wow and Sierra, Like You.
like
All
you.
that had came out around the same time. Good times. The
When I tell you that
2000s
was
was
a
actually
great time
it
in
was.
music,
It was.
like these kids will never know. They'll never know. And I'm
When
gonna
you
also throw
really
this
think
out there too. Real quick, I'm gonna throw this out there too. That live performance of I Should Have Cheated Then, this is how I know Keisha has come a long way. Because during this time, Keisha couldn't even make it through that song without being hoarse before the song ended.
that is true.
Now, I mean, and when I tell you, Keisha would get off that stage looking toe up from the floor, wig all lopsided and coming in the back door, like, girl, what you got going on? But that's how you knew she was committed. She meant it. And that's what I'm talking about. So I give it a 5.
I give it a 5. Guess what?
If you ask me, that should have been a single too. Shit.
I'm tired of the bullshit competing with these other chicks. You don't know what to do with this shit. Like, so listen, guess what? What, nigga? I'm leaving you. Guess what? I need my keys from you. I was
Listen,
a stupid for love.
what she say? What did she say? She was like, "You ain't answer your phone. You ain't got to answer my calls. So
So
now
now you're
you
gonna
gonna try to
try and
play
play
me?
me.
Like, yes,
I'm tired of this
yes,
bullshit. Okay?
yes.
Get the fuck out. Take
Take
all
all
your
your
shit
shit and
and get
get
the
the
fuck
fuck
out.
out. I'm leaving. Yeah, yeah.
5.
That's a 5 for me. That's a 5 for me. I would have loved to see a visual for it.
She can still do a visual for it now. You know they be doing it these days. They go back and film old videos for old songs and shit.
Do,
Go ahead and do it.
do,
Do it.
do. And while you
Uh-huh.
at it, give us a video for "Gotta Get My Heart Back" too. That's a whole other
Okay.
conversation for another day. But we gonna get to it.
Okay, next song. Love.
I already told you how I felt about it. I can go the rest of my life never hearing it again. But I give it, and for that reason, the people are gonna hate this, but I'm gonna give it a 2.
Oh no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I'm
That is
gonna
a
give it a 2 because they
classic
have played that
DJ.
song out. They have ran that thing into the
That is a
ground.
classic DJ.
That is one
That's
of
a
my
2000s
least.
R&B classic. That is a signature song for Keyshia Cole. Glorilla is sampling the shit right now for her current single. You cannot get it no 2.
You know what? I take that back. I'm gonna give it a 3, and I'm gonna give it a 3 because one day I hope to have the level of success where somebody is sampling my music. And so, yes, and I would love to. I would love to have a record that has the longevity that that song has had. So you know what? For that. I'm gonna give it a 4. I'll give it a
Because
4,
if you
even
think,
though I care not to hear it again. I'm gonna give it a 4.
because when you think about it, when they had the Keyshia Cole and Ashanti verses, they were saying that was one of her unbeatables, and it,
Yeah,
it, it was. So
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Now the next song, which is I've been telling you this entire video, there's a specific song that I felt like should have been a single, probably the second, and this song is "You Changed."
So I'm gonna tell you a fun fact.
Oh,
Before they went into the second album, they
they were
were
supposed to
debating whether or
release
not they
it.
were going to do a fifth single, and this was it. To my understanding, there's a unreleased video
That's what
that
I
they
heard.
shot. We just will never see it. But I honestly believe, listen, this is a 5 for me because
Off the rip.
when I tell you singing loud with the windows down in my little Beetle Bug in 2000, let me tell you something. Listen, nothing mattered. Nothing mattered.
When she played it at the verses, I was in heaven.
Nothing mattered. When that song came on, I already heard your side of the story. Hear mine.
I,
Nothing
I
mattered.
didn't care about shit else.
Nothing mattered. We didn't have any responsibilities. The only thing we were worried about is getting our cell phone bill paid and not getting it taken for acting up at school. That's all we cared about. That's all we cared about.
That is
Nothing
true.
else mattered. Nothing else mattered. It was
I need this.
oh,
I need that video,
and
and I
that
need it.
sample.
And I needed that song. And you know, there was also, I don't know what it is about where I'm from, but it was also playing that shit on the radio. They was playing that shit on the radio here.
At the
Well, back
time,
in
I
the
was
50s.
working at a radio station, and I made sure to incorporate that in my show. I was like, "We're gonna play this because this is it."
Right. And when I tell you, I was so excited when I heard about the announcement. They said they're gonna release "You Change" as the next, it's the final single. I'm like, yes, please put it out, please. And they didn't.
And they gave you nothing, Hillary Duff. So I was just like, "Where's the rest of it? Where's the rest of it? Like, you can't." You just wait till we get into this second album. We gonna get
Because
into
you
it.
know that second album, what was supposed to be the fifth and final single for that too, but whatever.
We gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. I'm telling y'all right now, cause when I tell you I was pissed. Uh, moving on.
Number 8,
Honestly, I felt like that should have been a single too.
we're talking about "We Could Be."
That should have been a single too. It should have. Can I talk to you? What? Yeah, girl, you can talk to me about what you want to talk about, Keisha. For a minute, mm, there's something on my mind.
5.
That I want to say. It's a 5 for me.
It's a
It
5.
was that soft. It was like it's almost like a street lullaby. Like it was just so. Ooh.
Yes! Yes!
I'm
Yes!
gonna tell you. Okay, so follow me, right?
Okay.
Follow me. If there was ever a moment that we were gonna get a random moment on 106 and Park, Keyshia should have been on stage performing it, and Whitney should have came up.
Yeah, that would have been something. Okay.
Yeah, like I would have loved to see Whitney get up on stage and da 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 da. Yeah, yeah. All
Oh my
right, we're moving on.
God.
I'm gonna go play that when we get off of here. Listen, I'm getting all the feels.
Okay. Situations featuring Chink Santana.
So that was one of my favorites. I'm gonna give it a
I'm gonna give it
5.
a I'm gonna give it a 4.
And what people don't know is Chink Santana that's rapping on it is the same guy that's in the "I Should Have Cheated" video.
He is. And then they
Also from Love and
date.
Hip Hop.
Didn't they date?
I don't think they dated.
Because there was a rumor about her dating Chink Santana. Her and Ashanti both were supposedly dating him, and they didn't like each other over him or something.
No,
That's
the
that's
gag
that's a
is
whole rumor.
Irv conjured that whole thing up because he was trying to keep Ashanti for himself. But
Child.
here's the gag. The other gag is that the people don't know Chink is responsible for a lot of the hits, a lot of the Murder Inc. hits. So, but yes, I give it a 5. Now, why would you give it a 4?
Because it's one of those songs that I really, really love, but I don't play it that often.
Okay.
I have to be in a mood to hear that. And plus, plus, I've been in that position where I've been told somebody I should be your nigga. Like, I don't know what he doing, but like I should be that. Like,
I wish somebody would come and say that to me. Especially if I'm in a situation I don't have no business being in. Like, come rescue me,
I mean,
Ashanti.
I felt that way. Not trying to say I was trying to be a man stealer, but what I'm saying is, you came to me and I didn't even know you had no man. You came to me, you kissed me and shit. You know, like she said, "Goddamn, we kissed again." All that
Went a little
stuff.
bit further then.
And then after you done did all that, you done told me that you got a man, but then you say you want me to be your man. But if you want me to be your man, you need to get rid of that man that you already got at the house. So what you trying to do here?
Listen, with all of that, if it's all of that, like you don't want to be with that man.
You don't. You
You don't
keep
want to be
trying
with
to
that
come
man.
see me.
You literally are taking a gamble because you could leave that man and end up getting played. Like you taking a gamble. Now I would have. Now had they done a video, I would have loved to see it. Keyshia left her man for this other man, and couldn't find out this man that she done left her for. He got a wife, and he ain't leaving her. And
But you
she
know
done.
what? But you know what? I've been on both sides of that too, though, because I've been the person where I was in a relationship with a man that I had no business being with, and there was this other dude that came along and was trying to. He knew that I was in a bad situation, and he was trying to take me away from that situation. I'm gonna let him do it too.
Not I was gonna let him do it.
He took
I'm
me.
weak.
Listen, this was years ago. He was taking me out to eat and stuff, coming to see me at my job and stuff, doing stuff that the man I was actually with wasn't even doing. So yeah, go ahead, take me.
Take me.
I
Take me.
ain't happy anyway. Take me.
Right.
We not
I ain't
fucking.
happy anyway.
We're not fucking or nothing. Go ahead and take me.
Listen, I'm being kidnapped and I love it. And I love it.
Ooh, see, let me tell y'all, as y'all watch this, we're gonna be telling with these Keyshia Cole reviews, and we probably gonna do K Michelle reviews too.
Yes.
We are gonna be giving stories of how we relate to these songs and everything as we continue on with this, just to let
Yes.
y'all know. However, the next song is Down and Dirty.
Okay, so Down and Dirty, I'm going to give this a hell,
I
as
give
much
it
as
a
I
three.
played it, it should be a 5, but I'm gonna give it a 4 because it doesn't fit. It's that one, everybody has like that one song that just don't fit with the album, and this is that song for me. Like it just doesn't tie into what the album is. Um, I mean, I get it. Sound wise, it definitely ties in, but just subject matter, it just doesn't.
It just felt like they told her, girl, go in there and do a sex song.
Yeah, like it's cool, but
I give it a three though.
why would you give it a 3?
It was never my thing. I ain't
Is
never
that
really,
your favorite? Okay.
I never cared for it. I thought the production was cheap. I thought it's that whole
But I actually like that
I
part.
hated it.
I actually like that part. I'm gonna tell you what it gave. It gave. This is a brand new artist with a limited budget, and you who produced that? You
Cheap, like
got
I said, cheap.
Grant Curtis produced that, and so
I don't even know who
yeah,
that
it's
is.
yeah. Let me double check. I just want to make sure. It says
Didn't he do Love too?
no,
Oh,
actually,
Ron.
yes, he did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Grant Curtis produced that. So he did Love and Down and Dirty. So yeah, I mean, here's the thing. It's not is I love the simplicity of it, right?
Uh
Like
huh.
there's a you can tell that Down and Dirty and Love are siblings. It's just that Love is the more mature favorite sibling versus Down and Dirty is the more raw and least favorite.
Yeah,
Down and Dirty is the redhead stepchild that sleeps in the
it's the Black
basement.
Sheep.
Yes, it's the black sheep.
It's the
But
Black.
it's not a bad song. It's not a bad song.
Number 11, Superstar.
Superstar. I'm going to give it a 2.
Oh,
My favorite part was the ending with the harmonica. Like I loved it. Paulo Didon produced it. I just it wasn't my favorite.
not a two.
I would give it a 2. It wasn't my favorite. I okay, if I had to pick between, I just want it to be. Oh, you know what? We'll skip that one because I actually like that song. It just wasn't my favorite. But if I had to pick between Love and Superstar, I'd pick Love. Like that's. I'm just saying. Like
Superstar gets a three from me.
why?
It was never my favorite song either. I never felt like it needed to be there. I'm like, why is it here?
Yeah,
Why is
yeah.
it here?
Definitely a
And
why is it here?
yeah, I'm like, why? And who the fuck is this no name ass nigga singing on here with you? Because I don't even know who the fuck that is. Like,
So Metro City's a group.
oh,
Yeah, like they were Keisha's group. Keisha was trying to get them signed. I don't know whatever happened to them. But see, this is why piece of education for the people watching. This is why you never sign with an artist because that artist is always going to prioritize themselves and
themselves
their
every
career
time.
over you. It there's a reason LL Cool J didn't sign to Def Jam when Jay Z was over there. But I'm just saying, like, it just never works. Chloe and Halle. But I'm just saying, yeah, the people were thinking it. So yeah, I could do without Superstar. It's not my favorite.
Okay, I feel the same way. It's to me, it's not like it's a horrible song.
It's
Cause
not
Keith has
horrible.
had some horrible songs.
It's not memorable.
But it's not. Yeah, when you think about the way it is, you don't think about Superstar, and you don't think about Down and Dirty either. You don't think about them two songs when you think about the way it is.
No.
Nobody ever talks about those songs.
No.
And I highly doubt that she's going to perform either one of them fucking songs at this concert.
Now she did perform. I did see a performance of Down and Dirty.
Oh God, why?
And I actually enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it. Superstar, I have not seen that performance yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if she performed a snippet because I mean, you can't
I mean, it
celebrate
is
the
the
way it
20th
is
anniversary.
without Superstar.
I don't want to hear neither one. However, the last song is Never featuring
I'm going
Eve.
to give it a 4 only because they didn't
Same.
do a video for it.
Same.
They didn't do a video for it because that video would have knocked. I loved it.
I
loved
Never.
it.
I loved it. I love Never. Like,
and I don't think they ever performed it live.
They never performed it live either. It never got a proper rollout either. It was just a song that they just threw out there just to see how it was gonna go. It did chart on the R&B charts. It did chart, but it probably could have done more if they put more into it. But it was probably one of my favorite. I give it a 5. Fuck it. Instead of a 4, I give it a 5. It was one of my favorite songs off the album, and plus, it's a plus because I love Eve,
and Luther.
I
love the original.
Yeah. So
okay, I'll give it a 5, and I'll only, like I said, my reason for giving it a 4 was a little petty. Like, don't get me wrong, like they definitely could have gave that girl a budget for a cheap old video, even if it was just some cute Polaroid pictures with some boy or whatever. Like, we could have shot the video in downtown Philly, girl. Like, it could have been something lit, but whatever. Like, I appreciated it. What would you rate the overall album?
So the overall album from 1 to 5, most of the songs that was on there, I gave it a 4 or a 5. It's only 2 songs I probably gave a 3, and that is Down and Dirty and Superstar. Mm-hmm. So because it probably would have been an even 5 if it wasn't for them 2 songs.
Okay.
So I give it a 4.5.
Okay, I was gonna give it a 4.5 because it's the perfect number of songs. You got more pros than cons, for lack of better words. You got more high moments than you do low moments. I loved the live instrumentation on the album. I loved how for Keyshia to be a brand new artist in a batch of when you think about the number of girls that came out and that were out around that same time, for you to come out and stand out and excel and have a platinum selling album at a time where going platinum was rare, far and in between. Yeah. I would give it a 4 or 4.5. She definitely got my vote.
Most definitely.
One of my more favorite, I would say this is one of my favorite Keyshia albums.
I would definitely say it's in my top 3. My top 3 of Keyshia's albums. My top 3.
I would say this is in my top. Oh, that's a hard. I'm gonna say it's in my top. Yeah, it's in my top 3. I'll say it's in my top 3 because I had to think about that other album. We'll get into that, but yeah, top 3 easily. It's not number 1. It's not number 1, but
it's not number 1 for me either. It's not number 1, but it's definitely in my top 3. It's probably my number 2. But however, as we close this, I'm gonna let everybody know that Diijai will be doing album reviews with me. Because like number 1, that's my friend. Yes. Number 2, he's a musician himself. So he may have a different opinion, might look at things from a musician's perspective. And number 3, he's a songwriter. That's how the fuck we became friends.
That's how we met on that Twitter.
Okay.
Before it transitioned.
Okay. And you know, just like I said, we're both music lovers. Whether he's a singer or not, he's a music lover, just like me. Hell, I know a lot of shit that me and him probably are aware of certain artists more so than the average person. Cause
Mhm.
some shit that we listen to, the average person would probably don't even know who the fuck them people are, or don't even remember that shit. But
Yes.
I know we do. So, you know, and I also be doing stuff like, you know, reviewing like the versus battles and stuff like that, especially the Monica and Brandy one, because I know that Tremel is a Brandy fan, Jamar is a Brandy fan, and Bando is also a Brandy fan. We was all on
Yes.
Jamar's live earlier this morning, and they were pissing me off because they were all Brandy fans. So I want to do something like that where all of us get on here and we do a review on the verses and all that other stuff. Like I think that should be fun. So
Yes.
you know, so we
Y'all, in
gonna
your
do
free
all that.
time, go listen to that Keisha Cole mixtape. It's Team Invasion presents Keisha Cole. You could probably find it on YouTube. If
More
not, you
than
can find it on
likely.
one of the mixtape sites. Scotty, I'll send it to you when we get off the phone. I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, the fuck? But I'm telling you, like, it was a vibe. It was a vibe. It was a vibe. Yes. Yes.
Well, I'm just gonna tell y'all, y'all will be seeing more of DJ up here with me doing this. Y'all will see DJ and I on other stuff too.
Yes. Hint, hint.
But we can't say nothing about it right now. But anyway, that's it. That's all. And we are done. And we will see you guys for Keisha Cole, Just Like You. That's the next one.
Yes.
And we have a lot to say about that one.
Oh yeah, we got a whole lot to say about that one.
So that's it. That's all. And we'll holler